What is the relationship between the expressions x over negative 3 and x over 5? So we don't know the value of x, so we're going to try to compare the expressions themselves. And the way we'll do that is we'll set up not an equation, but we'll set x over negative 3 is question mark to x over 5, as if we're going to write an equation, but we're not using the equal sign because we don't know if they're equal. That's what we're trying to see, if they're equal or less than or greater than, or all of them depending on the value of x. So now that we have our setup with the question mark, let's try to do the same steps and solve for x as if it were an equation. So the first thing is we try to get rid of the fractions. So we are multiplying both sides by the least common denominator of negative 3 and 5, which in this case is negative 15. So negative 15 times x over negative 3 will give us 5x compared to x over 5 times negative 15, which will give us negative 3x. Now we would try to combine the like terms of 5x and negative 3x. So I'm going to add 3x to both sides. So that would give us 8x is something to now 0. And then to get the x completely by itself, we would divide by 8 on both sides, which would give us x is something to 0. So now again, we don't know the value of x, so we can't really say if x would be less than or greater than or equal to 0 because we would have to know the values. We would have to, because x could be anything. X could be equal to 0, so then x would be equal to 0 and the two expressions would be equal. Or if you had an x less than 0 or greater than 0, you're going to get different values. So that is going to make our answer that the relationship is actually all of the above depending on the value of x. So that is going to be choice, if I can grab our tab, there it is, choice D.